everyone, it's Moyeluwa Olajide here again, and you are watching So This Happened, the place where I bring you all the drama, the stories, and the juicy details you want to hear. From the crazy headlines to the ones that will make you go, wait, what? Yes, we've got all of that. And so, let's chat about what is really happening out there and spark some interesting conversations while we're at it. Alright, let's go. You see, there are some things that are just not funny. You might think you are playing, but before you know it, things would have gone left. Now, this story is a clear example of how reckless acts can turn into a tragedy. So, in Agatu local government area of Benue State, a 54-year-old farmer, Jeremiah Onuminya, lost his life after some youth in his village raised a false alarm. They suddenly started shouting, "Fulani, Fulani, Fulani, oh!" And as you can imagine, panic set in. Now, for context, we all know how tense things can be in certain parts of Nigeria, most especially the northern part, when it comes to the issues of herdsmen, right? So hearing about this kind of alarm is enough to make anyone flee for safety. But unfortunately, Jeremiah was just on his way to the farm, took off in fear. He ran as fast as he could, trying to escape whatever imaginary danger these boys had created. But just a few meters from his house, he slumped and died. Now imagine that. He had almost made it home. See, this is not just a sad story, it is an avoidable one. Now, some locals believe that his sudden death might have been linked to stress or an underlying health condition, but the family rejected the idea of conducting an autopsy. To them, the cause of the death is clear panic. And honestly, you can't blame them now, can you? The man was perfectly fine before he left for the farm, and before this alarm was even raised. Now, what makes this even more complicated is the backstory. Just a day before this tragic incident, reports emerged that 20 cows had allegedly been poisoned in that same area. That alone had already built tension. And with the issue of conflict between farmers and herders, emotions were already running so high. So when these boys started shouting "Fulani, Fulani, Fulani," whether it was a joke or out of genuine fear, it triggered something which was bigger than what they expected. The chairman of Agatu LGA, Melvis James, has now called for calm. He urged residents to stop spreading unverified information that could incite panic and disrupt peace in the area. And honestly, guys, he has a point. Now, fear-mongering is dangerous. Spreading fake news is dangerous. Even on social media, we've seen how false alarms can create unnecessary panic. And in real life, it can lead to consequences as severe as this one. So what do you think? Should there be consequences for people who raise false alarms like this? Well, personally, I think there should be, because we are no longer kids now. But anyways, over to you. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments.